going to talk about how we add and subtract algebraic fractions. And before we start, make sure that if you're new to my channel, you subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any new videos. So to start off, I'm going to simply demonstrate how we would add 2 over 3 plus 3 over 4. So to add this, first of all, we need to find our common denominator, which would be the lowest common multiple. So the lowest common multiple for 3 and 4, this would be 12. So 12 being the common denominator, we shall say 3 into 12, we get a 4. Then 4 times 2 plus 4 into 12, we get a 3. Then that 3 times 3 in the numerator for the second expression, this will give us 8 plus 9 over 12, which will give us 17 over 12. And you can further on simplify this to 1 and 5 over 12. So the same way we would add and subtract just the normal functions, just the normal numbers, this is exactly how we deal with the addition and subtraction of algebraic expressions. So it's just basically about finding the common denominator first, and then you carry out your addition or your subtraction. So now I'd like to attempt these 10 questions that require us to add and subtract the algebraic fractions. So allow me to erase this part. Okay, so now let's start. Number 1, we've got x over 7 plus 3x over 7. So we say the first step is to figure out the common denominator, and in this case, we've got 7 being the denominator for both expressions. So we are simply adding the numerators, which means x plus 3x, we get a 4x, and the answer will simply be 4x over 7 is the final answer. Then number 2, we've got 3x over 4 plus 2x over 5. So figuring out the common denominator for 4 and 5, which is supposed to be the lowest common multiple, this would be 20. So we shall say over 20. Then 4 into 20, we get a 5. That 5 times 3x in the numerator, that will give us 15x. Then plus 5 into 20, we get a 4. Then that 4 times the 2x in the numerator, that will give us 8x. Such that 15x plus 8x, we get 23x over 20, which we can further on simplify to 1 and 3 over 20x is the final answer. Then now moving on to number 3, we've got 5 over 8x plus 1 over 4x. So now the common denominator for 8x and 4x, this definitely would be 8x. So we shall say over 8x. Then 8x into 8x, we get a 1. 1 times 5, we get a 5. Then plus 4x into 8x, we get a 2. That's 2 times the 1, we get a 2. And then 5 plus 2, we know we get 7 over 8x. So that will be the final answer. Then for number 4, we now have 3 over 4x minus 2 over 3x. So now, common denominator, this would be the lowest common multiple for 4x and 3x, which would be 12x. So we shall say over 12x, right? And then we shall say 4x into 12x, that will give us a 3. Then that 3 times the 3 in the numerator, that gives us a 9. Minus 3x into 12x, that gives us a 4. That 4 times the 2, that gives us an 8. Such that 9 minus 8, that will give us a 1. And then the final answer would be 1 over 12x. Like that. And then now for number 5, we've got 2x minus 1 over 5 plus x plus 3 over 2. So now the common denominator for 5 and 2, which is supposed to be the lowest common multiple, that would be 10. So we shall say over 10, right, like that. And then 5 into 10, that will give us a 2. 2 times the numerator 2x minus 1. We shall say 2 times 2x minus 1. Then plus, like that. 2 into 10, that gives us a 5. 5 times what's in the numerator, which is x plus 3. 5 times x plus 3, like that. And then now we can go on to remove the brackets and simplify. So allow me to continue the calculation here. This is for number 5. So we are saying 2 times 2x, that gives us a 4x. So 4x, and then 2 times minus 1, that's minus 2. Then plus 5 times x, that's plus 5x. Then plus 5 times 3, that's plus 15. And this is over 10. Then we can further on simplify this to grouping like terms. We know we've got 4x plus 5x to give us 9x. And then we've got minus 2 plus 15 to give us plus 18. And this is over 10. So this is the final result that we get for number 5. And then moving on to number 6, we've got 5 over x minus 2 plus 3 over x plus 3. So now, finding the common denominator, which is the lowest common multiple, we shall say this would be x minus 2 times x plus 3. So this would be x minus 2 times x plus 3, being the common denominator, such that if we say x minus 2 into x minus 2 times x plus 3, that will give us x plus 3. Then that x plus 3 times 5, we shall say 5 times x plus 3. Then plus x plus 3 into x minus 2 times x plus 3, that will give us x minus 2. Then x minus 2 times 3, that will give us 3 times x minus 2. And then as well, we have to simplify what's in the numerator. And allow me to continue the calculation, yeah? So if I may erase this part. Right. And then, so we are saying, this is number 6. So we're saying 5 times x, we get a 5x. Right, 5x plus 5 times 3, that's 15. So plus 15. Then plus 3 times x, that's plus 3x. Then plus 3 times minus 2, that gives us a minus 6. And you know this is over x minus 2 times x plus 3. Then simplifying what's in the numerator, after we group like terms, of course, we know we've got 5x plus 3x, that gives us 8x. And then we know we've got plus 15 minus 6, that will give us a plus 9. And this is over x minus 2 times x plus 3. So this would be the final answer for number 6. Now moving on to number 7, we now have 1 plus x, 1 over x plus 2 over x plus 1. So common denominator as well here, it will be x times x plus 1, right, over like that. Such that x into x times x plus 1, we get x plus 1. Then x plus 1 times 1, we still get x plus 1. Then plus x plus 1 into x times x plus 1, we get an x. Then that x times 2, we get a 2x. Then now we can say x plus 2x, we get 3x. 3x plus 1 over x times x plus 1. So this will be the final result that we get for number 7. Then now moving on to number 8, we've got 7 over x plus 1 minus 3 over x plus 2. So common denominator will be x plus 1 times x plus 2. So x plus 1 times x plus 2. This is over like that. Such that x plus 1 into x plus 1 times x plus 2, we get x plus 2. Then times 7, we're saying 7 times x plus 2. Then here you have to be careful. We put the sign first, right, which is here, minus, and then we carry on with the calculation that we are doing. So now we are saying x plus 2 into x plus 1 times x plus 2, we get x plus 1. Then times 3, we shall get 3 times x plus 1, like that. And of course, we can further simplify this to get 7 times x, that's 7x, plus 7 times 2, that's 14, minus 3 times x, that's 3x, then minus 3 times 1, that's minus 3. This is over x plus 1 times x plus 2. And then we know that 7x minus 3x will give us a 4x. Then 14 minus 3 will give us a plus 11. Then over x plus 1 times x plus 2. So this is what we get for number 8. Now I'd like to move on to look at number 9. So allow me to erase the spot. I would like to look at number 9. Okay, so now with number 9, we've got x minus 3 over 5 minus x minus 2 over, x minus 3 over 3 minus x minus 2 over 5. So now, of course, finding the common denominator, our common denominator here will be the lowest common multiple, which is 3 times 5 to give us a 15. Right. And now we shall say 3 into 15, we get a 5. 5 times x minus 3, right, we're saying 5 times x minus 3, you get that. Then minus, we put our sign there, and now we shall say 5 into 15, we get a 3, then 3 times x minus 2, so 3 times x minus 2, and now of course we can simplify, 5 times x, we get a 5x, then 5 times minus 3, we get minus 15, then minus 3 times x, we get minus 3x. And minus 3 times minus 2, we get a plus 6. Since this is a minus times a minus, this is over 15. And then 5x minus 3x, we get a 2x. Then minus 15 plus 6, we get minus 9. This will be over 15. So this is the final result that we get for number 9. Then now moving on to number 10. Right. Finding the common denominator first. This will be x plus 3 times x minus 1. X plus 3 times x minus 1. Right. Such that we are saying x plus 3 into x plus 3 times x minus 1. We shall get x minus 1. Then times 2. We're saying 2 times x minus 1. Then minus x minus 1 into this. We get x plus 3 times 5. So that's 5 times x plus 3. Then we further on simplify this to 2x minus 2, then minus 5x, then minus 15. And this is over x plus 3 times x minus 1. Then 2x minus 5x, we get a minus 3x. And minus 2 minus 15, we get minus 17. And this is over x plus 3 times x minus 1. So this is the final result that we get for number 10. Okay, so this was just looking at addition and subtraction of algebraic fractions. Please feel free to leave a comment, drop a like, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.